stop at the Town Hill Market and got some great sandwiches to hike with. It's a cool little place. If you happen to be in the area, stop in and get your snacks before you hike over here on the west. We have arrived at the Echo Lake Beach parking, and we're over here on the west side, and we're going to start doing some iteration of all these Beech Mountain trails. And depending on how much time we have left, we're going to come over and definitely do Acadia Mountain and maybe Saint Sauveur. But it is 11 o'clock. It's time to get hiking. Well, this is very pretty. Echo Lake Beach. Well, I guess we've managed to come to the part with the rungs and the ladders, but after yesterday, I don't think we're too worried about it. This is sort of like a spaghetti loop of trails, right?
Yep. It's like West Haven, only less confusing.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know what West Haven is, it's where we train back home. It's windy, little chilly. It's supposed to be like 70 today, but the wind has got a little bite to it. We came out on a little overlook. I mean, we've only been on trail like 10 minutes. And we were talking to a local, and she told us a couple of tips. Something about Flying Mountain. So she said we had to go do it. So we're not exactly sure what all we're doing. But yeah, that's Echo Lake down there. You got a little bit of rock scrabble, but then you got quite a bit of steps too. I haven't been using my poles this trip so far. I drug them around all day yesterday and never got them out. But the local girl we talked to said we should be up here in like 10 minutes. Well, here's a ladder. Oh, it's a little wet.
There's a ladder. Where's the chutes?
I don't know. Well, we come to our second ladder. It's a little taller. That's where we came from, down there. Well, here's all the ladders. Looks like we're going to take ladders all the way up to the sunlight. Ball Harbor down there, but it might be another place. It could be that South Harbor or whatever. It's a nice little climb with some nice views. There's Echo Lake. This is the Beech Cliff Loop. It's supposed to be like 4/10 of a mile. We're just sort of following signs at this point. It's pretty, and it's not even noon yet, so we have some time. Oh, it's so beautiful. We were just talking about how the leaves are starting to change. And I don't think you can see it, but way down there is a tall ship. So pretty. Well, that was that little loop, 4/10, and now we're going to go to the parking lot so that we can get to the fire tower. Maybe have lunch up there. Who knows? You know, it's all about the food for me. This is another parking lot for the Beech Cliff hiking. There's still 2 spots, so that's good. Oh, we went the wrong way. Shocking. So now we're going through over here. Hopefully we'll get to the fire tower. So far the trail's just nice stone steps. And it looks like we're not too far from the top. Got some granite. But we were almost there. Well, I said that the last time. But I think we really are.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Well, we got a little ways to go anyway. Well, there's another up. I keep saying we're almost there and we keep not being. Well, we're not done going up yet. I guess I should have paid attention to how high up this thing was. It's farther than I thought. I hear people talking, so maybe they're at the fire tower. We were talking about maybe having lunch, but we're used to fire towers where you've got it pretty much all to yourself. So we'll see. But I don't see the fire tower yet. Our first fire tower since Smarts on the AT. I used to be afraid of them, and now I love them. Well, I don't know if we're allowed to go up here or not. No, it's chained up here. But at least they let you come this far. So that's good. I just did a 360. This is amazing. I don't know how much you can see of the harbor. It's a beautiful day down there. I would definitely suggest this hike. I mean, even with all of our goofing around, we've only been out here an hour and 20 minutes. So, Beech Cliffs and Beech Mountain.
The Beech South Ridge Trail.
This is the Beech South Ridge Trail. Learned something new about I switched watches to a Venue 2S. And I really like it in general for life when you're not hiking 24/7 all the time. But I paused it when we got to the fire tower because I thought that I could resume, and you cannot. So I started a new hike, and we have been coming down from the fire tower for 7/10 of a mile. It's real easy going, and it's beautiful woods. I mean, most of the views you could go out to are things we already saw, so we're kind of hustling. I want to definitely get to Acadia. I don't know if we're going to get to do Saint Sawyer, however you say it. But yeah, we have lots of nice steps, and pine needles, and a little mud. We are going to turn on the Canada Cliffs Trail now. We've gone about 1.5 miles since the fire tower, and we think we have maybe the same amount to get to the car. And then we'll go over to Acadia, hopefully, depending on the time and whether we can park and all those things.
Here comes that vicious little animal.
Uh-oh. Oh, here's some roots. It's wet. We saw some trees that looked like Lee got them. It was sad because there were some nice big ones. What? We'll see what this is all about. I was unclear if there were ladders on the Canada Trail too. I know there was on the beach, but I wasn't sure about the Canada Trail. So we'll find out. Some rooty stuff. We just went over a boardwalk, and there was one place where it had yellow caution tape on it because apparently a tree hit it. We're assuming because we're in a national park, this is, you know, pretty well cleared out, or they would close it. As far as I know, all trails are open. It's muddy still, though. Yep. Oh, more boardwalks and more roots. It's kind of a rinse repeat, I think.
Welcome to Maine.
Welcome to Maine. It's a pretty day, though. Would be worse if it was pouring down rain.
Nice and cool.
Mm-hmm. We are walking alongside Lurvy Spring Road, and we saw a sign that said we were like under 2/10 from Echo Lake parking. So we think, I'll have to see how far my distance was the first hike. This one is going to be about 2.3. So we're going to be between 4 and 4.5 miles for all this that we did over here. And everything on the Canada Trail is pretty easy. It's all downhill if you're going the way we went. But it was real pleasant. So hopefully we can get over to Acadia and do that. We are street parking for Flying Mountain. Well, the girl we saw when we first started this morning kept going on and on that we had to do Flying Mountain, even if we just went up to the top and back. She said it'd take you 15 minutes. So, unfortunately, you never have enough time. You could hook Flying Mountain, Acadia, and Savoy all together into like an 8-mile loop, which would be just incredible. But that's not happening right now. To the top of Flying Mountain is 3/10. And then if you want to add the Valley Cove, that's another 9/10. So you can make a loop that's 1 mile. I think we're just going to do it as an out and back, but we'll see. And we got more steps. Flying Mountain's only 280 feet, 85 feet high. So it's not much of a climb. But she said the views were amazing. Well, this is the last 1/10. And it's just steps. We've literally been out here 7 minutes. That is worth a 10-minute hike, guys.
Yeah, you can't even see it. In fact, my dog learned how to spell.
Really pretty. Is that worth a 10-minute hike? I think there might be some more views over here. We'll see. I guess somebody's having a class outside, which is kind of fun for them. Yeah, it looks like there's another overlook over here. This is a very popular place, so if you come, you're not going to be alone unless you come real early. Oh my, this is really pretty. Flying Mountain. Well, we just sat and talked to some folks for quite a while, and I think what we're going to do is take the valley trail down to the Cove. They said it was really nice, and then loop back to the parking lot. And Acadia is going to be another time. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next trip. I don't know. The weather's going to be good tomorrow, but I just don't know what all we have on the agenda. And then Saturday we're moving to Schoodic. So, but this is very, very nice little hike. I mean, literally you can be to these views in 10 minutes. And if you want to, you can turn around. If I had to do over again, I would loop this all together into a big 8-mile something and do the other 2 peaks. So I'm glad we found out about it from that girl. Well, we came to the overlook. We can hear some people way down there, but I don't think we're gonna go there because this is pretty enough for us. Like Rich said, it was overlooking enough for him. Those people have very nice docks. I wouldn't mind being their friends. It's lovely. Just lost labs. It was kind of wet off in the woods, but it's still a pretty walk. I'm sure there's more views over there. Yeah. Super picturesque. Picturesque? There we go. Making up words. I'm guessing that's Acadia. But I'm not 100% sure. We've been walking down along the water for a little minute. The breeze is amazing. Water's so pretty. This side, we're in the national park, and then over there on the other side where that mountain is, over there, they are not. That's where all the big houses are. The folks we were talking to on top of Flying Mountain said that if we follow this, we'll get to a fire road and it'll take us back to the parking lot. So we should be there pretty soon. Trail's been great. Sure, it's wet and there's roots, but anytime you have to come up or down, they've done a real good job of giving you steps. So we're pleased with that. Let's come around here and take a look.
That's where we got to climb up over there.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I bet in the summer this is full of boats. No, I knew you were kidding. This is not the AP. But I bet in the summer this is full of boats. Oh, a bridge. We have arrived. Valley Cove Truck Road, half a mile to the parking lot. So that little loop is like 1.6. And we got to figure out if we're going straight to a lobster pound or if we're going back to camp first. Well, we're walking through these really nice Christmas trees on our way back to the car.